welcome back to my YouTube channel and to another video diary. Just to say at the beginning of this video, I'm currently staying at my mum's house in Quebec for a few days, and so if there happens to be any guest appearances from the beautiful golden retriever, that's why. I've got one lying right here right now. So it's been a while since my last update. That's been mostly because I've been really busy finishing my master's degree, and so because of that I had to put the project kind of on the back burner just while I just threw myself into that. But now it's done, my degree is done, and so I'm really excited to get back to work on this project. Another reason why I haven't really updated in a while is because I've been waiting for the final edit of my recordings to come back so that I could kind of continue to work on them. And yeah, I finally got them and I'm so happy with them and so excited to share them. So the big news is that I have produced my CDs and I'm so thrilled with how they've turned out. I'm just so happy and so excited. So I kind of wanted just to make this video talking you through what went into this and all the decisions I made and kind of where we're at with it and what's next. So this is the CD. Some of you might recognize the painting on the cover art. It's the same painting that I used for my posters for my concert that I made at Banff. So when I was thinking about the cover art and what I wanted to put on the cover of the CD, I really wanted somehow to include Walter Gramatté, Sonia's first husband and the love of her life. Walter is someone who features really prevalently in Sonia's Caprices and in all of her music really. Her love for him was so strong and cut short so tragically when he died. So I just somehow wanted to include him in this whole project. So this is a painting that Walter did of Sonia. It's called The Bird Girl, which I also kind of love because it relates to one of my favourite of the Caprices, number 6, which is called El Pajarito, and it's about a little bird trapped in a cage. So I just kind of thought that was fitting. But I just love this painting so much. It's really dark and beautiful and melancholic and really deeply emotional, and that's just exactly what I feel her music is and what the Caprices are, and so I really thought that this painting would be a perfect fit to go on the front cover. And on the back I've just written all of the names of each Caprice in the languages that she wrote them in and the timings and where I recorded it in the Ralston Hall at the Banff Centre. And of course I had to express my thanks to the Eckhardt-Gramatte Foundation for their support and just for helping me through this entire project from the very beginning. This CD wouldn't have been possible without them. So yeah, thank you so much to the foundation. So in terms of the actual disc itself, I decided to keep it kind of matchy-matchy, and I put the same painting on the disc with the pink overlays and the same kind of writing that's on the front cover. I just thought that that looked best. This is kind of the first time I've ever produced my own CDs, and so I really had no idea about all the work that goes into this, and it's just given me such a huge appreciation for people who master CDs and produce CDs for a living. I mean, you have no idea that decisions have to be made about every single little detail, like which fonts to use and exactly where to place each word and each picture. It's crazy how much all these little details matter, and you just don't even think about that when you hold the CD in your hand. It's kind of funny because at the beginning of this whole project I kind of thought that the bulk of the work would be the actual playing bit, the learning the Caprices and performing them and recording them, but I'm kind of realizing that really the hard work is starting now. So I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to distribute these CDs and my recordings. It was always the aim of my project from the very beginning that I wanted this to just reach as wide an audience as possible and to be open access, and I just really want to bring light to Sonia and her music, and I want to inspire other violinists to play this music. Like, there's more out there for solo violin than the Paganinis and the Isais and the Bachs. I mean, that's all fantastic music, but there's also these Caprices, which are just wonderful pieces of music and really worth learning and playing. So, you know, if my recording could just inspire one young violinist to learn them, then it will all be worth it. I've been compiling a long mailing list of universities and libraries and schools and institutions which I think might be interested to have a copy of the CD, and I'm going to start mailing them out in the next few weeks. I've been concentrating on universities and conservatoires based in Canada, because Sonia she left such an important legacy to Canadian music. If you have any other ideas for institutions or places that might appreciate a copy of this music, then definitely let me know. Also, if you would be interested to have a copy of this CD, also let me know and I'll add you to the mailing list. I'm obviously also going to be sending it to the Canadian Music Centre for their archives and to the Banff Centre, where it all kind of started. Something else that's really exciting is that the foundation have given me permission to put this recording on Spotify, which is so exciting because at the moment there's not very much of Sonia's music on Spotify, and I think there's a few of her piano works that are part of a compilation of another album, but there's certainly no violin music, so I think it will be a really great addition to the Spotify archives if people can find these Caprices on that platform. It's like the world's #1 music sharing platform, so I'm so excited for the reach that it will have, and that basically anyone in the world could listen to it for free. So it should be coming out on Spotify in the next couple of months, and when I know the date I will be sure to announce it on here and on my website. In terms of what comes next, I've been working really closely with the foundation, and I'm hopefully going to be publishing my own edition of the Caprices so that people can actually buy it, because it's really hard right now to get a copy of the music. And I also am looking into setting up a concert tour. The performance that I did at Banff went down so well with the visual presentation behind me that kind of journeyed through Sonia's life. I had such good positive feedback about that, and so I think I would love to take that on the road and tour that. I'll also be making another video coming out shortly, where I'll talk about the actual music of each Caprice and the story behind each one and what makes the music so special and why I love it, because I haven't really talked about the music in these videos in that way before. So hopefully it will help you when you listen along to the recording. You'll be able to know the story behind the music that you're listening to. I'll also be writing that up in a kind of blog post form too. By the way, I've really gotten back into blogging, and I upload a blog post once a week, every Sunday, so if you're interested, be sure to check that out on my website, which is freyacriche.co.uk. Yeah, I write about all different kinds of things, travel, and my practice, and music, and art, things that I love, so yeah, if you're interested, definitely go check that out. I also created a whole section on my website that's just dedicated to this Eckhardt-Gramatte project. You can find all of these video diaries and my recordings, and there's a whole scrapbook there with stories about Sonia and quotes from Sonia and photos, and even my master's thesis if you're interested to read that, if you're interested to really go in detail into this music. So you can find all of that on my website. But for now, that's about it for this video, and definitely keep an eye out for the next video on the Caprices coming out shortly. Bye!